Welcome to our guide on creating a podcast using Google Vids. If you've ever wanted to start your own podcast, this video is for you. To begin, open Google Vids and select Create New Project. This is your canvas for your entire podcast production. If you already have raw audio or video recordings, you can easily import these assets into your new Vids project by using the Uploads button on the right-hand side. If it is in your Google Drive, you can use it in Google Vids. To quickly get started making a podcast, check out these quick tips from Mr. Little. You will be up and running in no time.
In this short little clip here, we're going to show you how to go from your Google Drive to a completed podcast in a really short period of time. So we're starting off, I'm going to click New, and we're going to select Google Vids, which is a video and audio creation tool from Google. It is a great capture tool, and we're just going to choose blank vid to start us off. Creating a video from scratch is pretty easy in this. I would recommend just doing one scene if you're going for a podcast. So a scene is essentially like a slide down here. And for me, I know that I want this to be a couple minutes long, so I'm going to adjust my timeline view here, and you can see this shrinks down how big this is. And this is going to let me drag this out. And right now I've selected essentially 2 minutes in duration. So this one scene across this entire scene is going to last 2 minutes. In Vids, you can create additional scenes/slides, but for a podcast, you only really need one. I'll show you how easy it is to make a backdrop. So you'll see that when I click on the right-hand side, there's a stock media section. I'm going to choose an image, just a single image to use as a background for this. And when I click in here, I can select podcast as my backdrop, and we'll see what it gives us. I'll find an image I like. I'm going to change this and search again for microphone. And I just want a single shot of a microphone. This one looks pretty good. And I'll drag this in to my scene here. You can see I could also just change my background to a solid color if I like as well, but we'll just go with that. You can also add text. I'll add a title to this. You can see instead of being like slides where all of your buttons are at the top, the buttons are on the right-hand side over here, and we'll just create a title here, and we'll call this podcast. And the same way that I could edit text in any other platform, I can edit text in this. So now I have my generic cover slide for my podcast available in this space right here. Obviously, you could dress that up as much as you want. But really, you just need one scene for podcast recording. And let's get into where all the magic happens with podcasting, which is the audio section. So you'll see the same way that I could go to stock media and find images, I can also search for things like music or sound effects. So I'm going to go back in here and we'll just type upbeat. I want some upbeat music for my thing. I could choose scary, I could choose whatever, but when I select one of these tabs, you'll see the stock media options are enormous. So I have also durations given to this. So I have happy upbeat song that's about 2 minutes, 6 seconds. I can preview that by clicking. That's a lot, but we're going to go with it anyways. And I can just, when I choose to add this, I can either click the plus button next to it, or I can drag it down. Now, what's great about Google Vids is it is all drag and drop editing. So if I wanted to start a little later on my timeline, I can just adjust this, and I can see that this would be starting like 5 seconds into the clip. If I wanted to start at the very beginning, I can just drag this all the way over. And again, your timeline editor, you can zoom in and out of that just by using this slider. So I have some background music already done. I'm going to record a little intro sequence, and we'll click in here and just click on record. You do have camera screen, and screen options, but I'm just going to choose voiceover. So our voiceover option, we're just going to say, welcome to our podcast. You'll see I'll click start recording. It will give me a countdown timer when I record. If I want to write down a cheat sheet or some notes, I can do that up here. But for now, we're just going to say welcome to our podcast. So I'll hit start recording. Welcome to our podcast. I can preview that. If I like it when I play it, great, I'll hit insert. Now, the next thing you'll see, I got a new audio clip in here. Let me zoom in so it shows up a little bigger. That is that little section of me saying, welcome to our podcast. And when we play this back, we could hear the song, welcome to our podcast, and my voice. And you'll notice the song is pretty overpowering. So another important trick with podcast editing, any clip that I select, you'll see I choose the music clip right here. I can turn the volume down on that. 45 is a pretty good place to be. I'm just going to go 40 because that's really upbeat music. And I'll turn the volume down on that song. Now it's not overpowering my audio recording. I can record as many audio clips as I like in this, so I can keep going back to this record, start recording. We can talk about our second option for our recording if we would like, and you're going to notice that it's going to give me an option to overwrite my earlier voiceover, and I'm not going to want to do that. I'm going to want to add this. Insert, and you'll see here it's staggered it right on my playhead. If I want this clip to go right after my second clip, I can move that over there. And now I've got my intro clip, my second clip. Maybe I want to add a sound effect in here. So where do I find that? Well, all of those media forms are going to be in stock. And let's just make this an applause option. And instead of being in the music section, I want to search in the sound effects section. So searching sound effects for applause, and it will tell me here we've got some long ones. Light, small room, perfect, 6 seconds, applause, very light. We could preview all those. I'm just going to drag this in, and you'll see that I can now add a sound effect clip into this as well. And if I want that sound effect to hit for a little while and then my next section of recording to start, I can do that. You can always play it back. You just control your playhead where it's located by clicking right above your scene. And if I want to hear how that sounds, I can click the play button. And welcome to our podcast. You can see I've got sound effects. I've got audio recording. Our second option for our recording. I've got background music that I can play in this. If I wanted to have my video sequences changing, there is a ton of great stock media footage as well that you can add that's just video. So if I search videos here, you can see there's all sorts of stuff that you can add into this. You could add multiple scenes. You can do just one scene. Cool thing, when you are done and you want someone to be able to hear what you've created, you can share this. We'll give it a title. We'll just call this sample. And once you've got a title for that, the share option should look very familiar. So if you want someone to be able to view it, you can make it anyone with a link can view. Copy that link, share that, and whoever you want to see or listen to your creation is going to be able to do that. One final feature I want to add, if you're trying to choose a particular mic, if you're just recording from your Chromebook, it'll probably be your default mic, but let's say you're in our Dream Center using one of our great pieces of equipment that we have in there to do your recording, then when you click that record option here and you select voiceover, you will see a little gear appears along the right-hand side, and you just want to make sure that you're choosing whatever the microphone is that you want. So this would be my internal mic. This is a little better quality mic that I have hooked up. So choose the one that you want. If you're in our Dream Center, you want to use the Procaster 2 main as your option, but no matter what it is you're creating in Google Vids, whether it's a video and audio creation podcast, really creativity is your only limiting factor. The huge stock media and the ability to record yourself, it makes this a super powerful tool for communication. Hope this is helpful.